So are we to assume that the woman, Genkai, whatever her name is, out there with those losers, still guarding the tunnel entrance, just waiting there? Man, they were put on a bus. TV tropes calls that when you just want to get rid of some characters. Put them on a bus. You know, because I guess back in the '70s, you know, the characters wouldn't, you know, they wouldn't fly a plane. They would just get on a bus and take off, and you'd never see them again, most likely. I don't know. I guess they're not going to show up. But boy, was that a waste of time. Like, they introduced us to these new characters, basically introduced us to the concept of domains. Then they used the domains a couple times, and that's it. So we're not using domains anymore. We've gone beyond that, and we're not using those characters anymore. I don't know. I mean, we'll talk about this at the end of the series. It's a little meandering. It's been fun though. Like I've never been not having fun, and isn't that the point? Like, this is what I always go back to at the end of the day. This has lived rent free in my head for 30 years. Gladiator. Are you not entertained? Right. That is all that matters at the end of the day. Were you entertained or not? Especially, and I was believing this before we had like 5 million YouTube critics giving their opinions on every movie and TV show and shit. Were you entertained or not, man? We can talk about this other shit. We can talk about the architecture of storytelling. We can talk about setups and payoffs. We can talk about, you know, how you stick to landing in your shows. We can talk about mysteries and mystery boxes, and there's all this stuff that goes into making a story that makes a truly crafted, a truly masterpiece of a story. We can talk about all that. That's a worthwhile conversation to have. Just don't forget, at the end of the day, were you entertained or not? I wasn't entertained by Death Note. Death Note was probably a better written show than this one. You know, it was probably more intricately plotted, more meticulously plotted. The characterization was probably better. You know, I wasn't entertained, man. This has been nonstop entertainment, even at the worst of the ogre toddler shenanigans. This has been nonstop entertainment. I've never been bored. That's all that matters. That's what you walk away from the show with. So this will never get below a B. I don't know what kind of grade I'm going to give at the end, but like, I'm entertained. So that's all that matters at the end of the day. Now you can talk about all, like we said, all the other shit, and we will, and I have, but don't lose sight of that. I'm super entertained at all times. So anyway, let's go and get into this. 3, 2, 1. You know, if they had done more world building with the demons, I don't know why I wasn't air quoting world building. I meant demons. Um, I bet it did. Um, as far as just what demons are and what it means to be a demon, what the racism towards demons is, maybe you know the different classes of demons. If they'd gone into that a little bit more earlier in the series, it would have been an astounding secret. But right now, the demons just seem to be just like us, except they're more powered and they're deformed, for the most part, right? So it doesn't seem, you know, his heart isn't beating. Even if he came out of this deformed, which he might be doing right now, I think they just need more setup. If this is what the reveal is going to be, like we need to have a really firm grasp of what it meant to be a demon apparition. You know, how they lived, what their life was like, what their lifespan is like, how other people treat them, all that shit, right? Oh, that's right. He came out possessed. That's right. Hell, I was just 20 minutes ago. I watched the other one, so I get caught up in the minutia details and forget the actual plot, right? So I think there's a little bit of a world building issue there because it's Game of Thrones had the same problem with bringing a character back to life in season 6. He was no different after he's brought back to life than he was before he died. So why did you kill him? Why did you kill him and bring him back to life? It had no impact on the plot. It had no impact on the character. So you know, it didn't mean anything. So why do it? That's pretty good, actually. I like that. Good character design. Like I said, he got a glow up with the hair. Yeah, that hair is ridiculous. Using his power probably triggered it. He's been slinging demon power, but I don't know what triggered it, right? Cool Bar is hilarious. I don't give him enough credit. I see. I had a spiritual awakening once. It happened in a dumpster behind Denny's. Yep. Yep. He's evil and he's okay with it. I recognize you by your hair. Your stupid, stupid hair. Looks like they're adding reverb to his dialogue, his line reads. He is tearing that ass up now. The question is, what happens after we finish him off? Is he going to turn on our friends? I think he is. I think that'll be the next issue, right? Because he is smoking this fool. They made a point of talking about how much more powerful his friends are now. But if the friends aren't going to fight him, why even go through that? I think it's to set up what happens next. Yeah, that's right. Headbutt, 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 head. Yeah, hell yeah. My favorite weapon. Is he also kneeing him while he headbutts him? That's pretty good. That never did that double move. You know what I did do one time? I almost killed somebody. Not proud of it. I was an idiot. Teenager, right? Take the head and slam it against your knee. Like you got your hands on the back of the head, and as you're bringing your knee up, we called that a fight stopper because that's what it did. It stopped the fight. So what I'm saying is he should do that. Yeah, I bet he was. He's about two things: kicking ass and chewing gum, and guess which one he's out of? Well, it's a great opportunity to get wrecked. You little bitch. You're a sack of garbage, you know it? Now, maybe you can finally hit something. Everybody's having internal dialogue now. Sensei was having internal dialogue, and now he is too. You wanted to kill him. What are you talking about? Now you want to save him? That was your problem, man. Pick a lane. I think the hair looks better dark than light. Get wrecked. Yes! He finally got a hit. What does that make him? 1 for 4? 1 for 4, 99 yards, touchdown. No interceptions. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Yeah. He needs to pick a lane. Didn't he? What was he trying to do when he shot at him earlier? Was he trying to kill him, or was he just trying to hurt him? Exactly. But you did want him dead, though. You're not arguing that point, so what the hell? I understand. Look, it's two separate conversations. Do you want him dead or not is one conversation. My body was taken over by a separate entity as a separate conversation. Don't conflate the two. He's trying to have both conversations at once. Get him out of here. F this dude. Huh. I understand he has empathy. Huh. Yeah, ooh, that's cool. I like that. Who the hell is this? Huh. Oh, okay, I remember who this is. It wasn't. You know that. You know it wasn't you. I'm letting you off the hook. Look at that. It's shocking. He wanted to die in battle. Understandable. But he couldn't say what the disease was, though. I'm going with leukemia. He kicked your ass. I can't take you seriously with that hair. Can you put a hat on or something? So not a demon. So not a demon. Okay. That's different. Interesting. Yeah, I agree. I'm with him with those eyes. Yeah, hey, man. Pooh's coming through. Yeah, I can't pronounce Arachnosaurus, so, you know. Yeah. Yep. He's dead as hell, and there's nothing we can do about it. Oh my god. Are you serious? Are you effing serious? This show has no balls. They don't have the balls to kill people off. Oh, that's what he's referring to. Oh, okay. I got you. Alright, I'll accept it. Okay. That's I mean, at least it cost him something, right? It wasn't some willy-nilly bullshit. Alright. That's fine. But no, the show doesn't have the balls to kill anybody off. Put a hat on, man. I can't with this hair. What happens when you sit on your hair? I've always wondered that with people that have hair that long. Yep. He wanted to die here, clearly, right? He was going to die anyway, so he must have wanted to die here. See, we got trees and shit, right? Do the trees get sunlight? Do they have what is that thing where they get energy from the sun? Photosynthesis. I don't know where I got poly from. Why ask why? Yeah, right. I still reject that thesis, by the way. Look, oh, don't get me wrong, humans are trash, but more trash than demons, I seriously doubt it. Hey, Robert Heinlein, I think. Speaking of trash, by the way. Yeah. You got a lot of poetry for somebody who's bleeding out right now. Rest under the cherry blossom tree. One of the strengths of this show is they have very compelling villains. The villains stand out, right? You'll know a dying man's need for closure. That's a banger line right there. I will say him, the gambling dude who was doing the gambling, and then Fonzie. All three of them look very similar to each other. Have you noticed that? I mean, if you put them all side by side, you'll see some subtle differences, but they look pretty similar to each other. And all three of them died on their own terms. None of them were like destroyed by their enemies. They died. They kind of wanted to die in a way, right? In one way or another. So there's a lot of interesting parallels. I think it's intentional that they look like each other. And I think the way they go out is intentional. There's the author is commenting something. I'm not quite sure I follow what he's doing, but I see what he's doing. Yeah, yeah. How you gonna stop me, bitch? He's evil. How many people died because of him? If you sit there and read a list of all the people who died because of him, I'll consider you letting you do this. Dick. He killed people, man. Well, we're still gonna have to fight. I don't like being told what to do. What are your intentions with this corpse? I'm starting to be suspicious here. Don't be dirty. I was thinking he was gonna eat it. What were you thinking? They are hypocrites. I'll admit that. We don't care what happens to his corpse, you drama queen. Just leave. Jesus. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just don't eat him, you sicko. It's a pretty banger way to leave him, though. F him. I don't feel like bad because of his monologue. Don't drink the sauce, man. Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, put on a cap. Yeah. He needs a mirror. Yeah. Anybody got a Hanukkah, bro? He's in you. Or is he the final boss? We're running out of episodes here. Or it was you, like the guy said. I think that guy was talking. He was cooking. Let's flash back to 5 minutes ago. I think old boy was cooking. I think that was him. Do you like your tattoos? I kind of do. didn't have to demonstrate. Oh, shit. Oh. This is why there's a 48-hour time limit. There's a 48-hour time limit because he's going to be scrolling around. I thought we had plenty of time to get home, man. Son of a bitch. Good. Catch you later. Yeah. We ain't got much time. So they're all doing it now. Yeah. Right. 2 days. You're screwed, blued, and tattooed. Speaking of blue, you notice that most of them are wearing blue? Including Pooh, of course. I'm choosing to go home. F this place. What a dick. No shit. Whoa, that's a swerve. No shit. He's coming back through before 48 hours is over. I have to say, I'm surprised. I was not expecting that. That was a nice swerve. It better happen soon. We're running out of episodes. Oh, Jesus. I think they spoiled me. He's going back to school. Isn't that going to be weird? And they also spoiled me. He loses his hair. I was going to talk about that. Damn. I should have paused it sooner. That's a nice swerve, man. I can't get over that. That was really good. There was no doubt in my mind he was staying. They gave us the time limit. See, this is what I talk about with the architecture of storytelling. On this hand, way over here in this corner of the story, we're telling you we're closing this hole in 48 hours and that's it. And it's closed forever. Then over here, we're telling you we should stay and have some adventures, not knowing about that time limit over here, right? But so this is happening over here. You got this happening over here, and you see it's all connected. You think, oh, okay, they're laying it out. We've got 2 days. That's plenty of time. We'll get back in the nick of time. That we just closed that last little crack we slipped through, having completed our mission. Bada bing, bada boom, bada clamp, right? Then they pull a swerve. We got plenty of time. Now, they could get jumped on their way out, or I suspect what's going to happen is he gets his friends out and goes back because he doesn't want to strand his friends here. So he's very empathetic and very loving of his friends in that way, but then he's going to go back, and of course his friends loving him will go after him. So, however, this spoiler seems to suggest that's not what's going to happen. He's just going back to school, so I don't know what to think.